Supreme evening. You already know the vibes. It's Naga's thoughts and the underground music block. I figured I'd double it up tonight. Got me some good rest. So I figured I'll come in and double it up. Dig what I'm saying? You already know the vibes. First, we're going to talk about, before I get anywhere near any music, we're going to build a little bit. 'Cause I had a certain experience yesterday that was very interesting. And I think to share it would adapt minds. I don't know who's adapt out there in the world who may be listening, but my experience was telling. It was very interesting. So now we speak about energies a lot. We speak about divine frequencies, natural order of things, and stuff of this nature. Balance. So I found myself in this balance, right? And I'm sitting still, real still. I'm just sitting still, and I'm like, okay. And I'm playing some music, right? Playing some music. I'm releasing high frequency. I even watch my dog like respond to my energy or whatever. Like watching the dog. I'm like, okay. None of these things are really at the moment. I'm not really focused on it as how I'm seeing it now. It was like later that I was able to see it. Anyway, um, you feel like this like when you get to this still point to where it's like you're so centered and it's like you're fluctuating right in a particular, like say if it's by color, say if the middle was gold and then outside of that was green and then it was blue and then it was like it just kept widening, right? So in the middle would be where you bouncing around. This is like a level of balance. So I'm bouncing right in this middle part, right? But prior to that, I was feeling extremely like extra happy, like you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I'm charged up. And then I felt this energy trying to pull me down, right? Well, not down, but away from the feeling, right? So I stayed in this stillness while this was happening. Like I didn't do no resistance to it. I just kind of let the string pull, right? And as the string pulled, I felt myself going down into this feeling. Like whatever the feeling, I just felt it like pulling me into it, almost like pulling you into deep water, right? So you're going down and then you don't show no resistance, you just wait. And then automatically it's another pull that comes and it pulls you right back to the side you came from. And I'm like, yo, so this tug of war. And you have to get to the still. You know, and I believe it. I was like, yo, it's interesting because you have people that be in this situation, but they don't see it like that. They'll just be, I was happy and then I was sad, or I was sad and then I was happy, and then you took it away again. And you know what I'm saying? Like like the way they explain certain things that breaks off into those particular values, right? It's like, oh, shit. So then it's easily to have it attached to people, places, and things, situations, values, and false understanding. It's easy to do that, right? But if you was just sitting and there was no ambition to no aspect, you just sitting still, like don't think nothing. Don't try to lean towards anything. You're not good, you're not bad, you're not doing anything, you was not thinking about nothing, you're just in this stillness. And it's probably better to do this practice with start off with something that has you extremely high vibration. Something that just got you just feeling so good, so high vibrational at this moment. You're in your own energy and stay there and then sit still in that high vibration. Right? Don't act in it, just sit still in it. When you do that, see if something pulls you. Like try to feel it. Try to see if you can get to that point to where you can feel the energy. And if you feel something pulling you, then you'll get to that understanding exactly where I'm at. You know, I'm like leagues. I'm like leagues. Yo, I've experienced so many things, but just to have this as an understanding, it's a feeling. So you were like, yo, I felt that. I actually felt that pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, and literally separating yourself in that stillness to where you're just like floating. You'll feel it. It's almost like a fishing line. You can feel one pull you to a certain extent, and don't get scared. Just keep going until you stop being pulled. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel the tug of war, and it hit me in the head right then. Like, yo, let me find out they fighting over us. That's why they said the war is not yours. Like they fighting over us. But then we jump and join the side, right? Then we'll join the side thinking that we know what we talking about or we know what we doing, when in fact the fight is over you. It's over you because the potential of what you have, right? You have light and you have the physical body that's a cavern to carry. So it's like you got the container and the juice. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know what to do with it before time, then that's its own consequence. But in the same retrospect, you gotta know what you are, and the reason why you're actually here experiencing, some of the things you see on a daily basis. Like, why does certain information come to you? Why do you feel particular ways? Like, why won't you just do what you know you need to? It's not a question of mine. This is going to be your question. Why didn't I? And automatically people suffer to these values because they understand after the fact. It's always after the fact. It's always later. It's always, damn, you know what? And the only thing I had to do was this. And I could have did it, but I didn't. And then trying to save face too, right? So all these branches to the characteristic state is only basically holding you away from your highest form. Don't you know almighty means it's no barriers? Almighty don't give a damn. It's not one around how you're gonna feel, what you're gonna think. None of that. It's almighty, and then it's almighty and unconditional love. Then you got to think about this concept. How well did you serve the same thing that's given to you in that purpose, right? So we start thinking about it like, damn, was I good or was I bad? Was I good or bad? That whole dynamic keeps you in either side, left or right. So then it'll be imperative for me to sit in that almighty state to where I don't really give a damn about the good or the bad. I'm just at peace in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna stay still here. And if I have to respond to either or, I can do that without personal reference. And that's the thing. Like, we like to attach personal reference to how we feel about shit. Give a fuck about what you think. Nobody does at the end of the day. But when you do, what happens is you put more of a feeling into the circumstance, what now draws more energy from you because you want to put your personal feelings involved into a retrospect. All situations going to heighten your emotional capability because now you got to think and you found value in it because that's why you speaking. You're giving energy with your mouth, right? So that's value in something. So if you don't have value in it while you speaking towards it, while you putting your energy on it, like it starts to stubble out, it starts to show you how much you're attached to everything. And then automatically you've been on the wrong side, but you're speaking, you know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways because you're literally tearing yourself in half. It's a tug of war. This shit's crazy, yo. Like, it's a tug of war. You literally tear yourself in half. You don't even know that though. You know what I'm saying? And they give you social media to display this value. You know what I'm saying? It's so deep. But it is what it's gonna be for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You play roles. And the roles that people play is not solidified in a true action. You will know when you can see it because it's how people move innately. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I see you move right. You know what I'm saying? You move about what you say you about. You do what you say you about. Right? It's that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, you got everybody that want to talk. Talking is always a great thing. It's called socializing. Nothing wrong with socializing and being a good conversation in a social event. That's always beautiful. But in the same retrospect, like, if you never done what you talk about, what's the purpose of talking, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't put no work into what you talk about, you're just a talker. You know what I mean? those values extend their own arms and hands. You know what I'm saying? Because you put the intention behind them. That's what's lacking. Like, who's real enough to really put the work in? Are you just saying you willing to put the work in because you feel that way about yourself? See, it's always you battling the flesh, never the principality. Not the principle, because if it's the principle, you would have put yourself in a situation without the way you feel. You see what I'm saying? Like, instead of going to do something else, you would say, "Nah, I'm just going to do that because I'm able to right now." You know what I mean? I used to hear that when I was a kid. Do what you can now until you can get to the part the way you can do what you want. And that speaks to a lot when it comes to the discipline of any circumstance and you trying to be or whatever, any circumstance. You want to be a speaker, you want to give that type of knowledge, you want to be helpful, you want whatever you're trying to do in the world. Like, if that's the case, then you'll try to do that in any aspect. You wouldn't have to have all these extra things to make that happen. You would just do it. You would find ways to do it. And that's what I understood. Like, before I was able to do other things, I was already doing other things. So I never felt lesser about what I was doing. Like, social media never made me felt like, yo, your message ain't getting across or people don't be listening. I never felt bad. I never was like, damn, I don't got people who listen. You know what I mean? People listen to me in the world, in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. That's just the bottom line. Social media has nothing to do with that. I've been doing that since I was in my teens. You know what I mean? In my teens. So to come up here and not see it, but be able to do it is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to be able to have this mechanism to do it is a powerful thing. We didn't have this when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a kid, we didn't have this. So to be able to use it, regardless of the fact, I think that's as far as my timeline may acclimate to it. Like, otherwise, I mean, other things may play the role, but to be in this conjunction of change. I remember Oregon Trail when the screen was black and olive green. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And that little was it pong, the little ball would bounce back and forth, and you had like the two little things would slide up and down. Those was the games we played. Solitaire. That was later on though. Yeah, the computers wasn't doing much when we was in school. Definitely wasn't doing this. Anyway, and I equated that whole tug of war feeling to senses that were turning on inside of me that wasn't turned on before. They might have been late. You know what I'm saying? But like, I felt it moreover than I was able to see it, like actually look at it happen and see my energy do like this whole, and it was like in real time, like, damn, that happened fast. It didn't take like months and years, like that happened fast. You know what I'm saying? So that means you're able to contain more. If you can do that, you can contain a lot more. And a lot of people gonna have struggles with that. You're gonna want to feel it. You might even lie to yourself and be like, I felt it. No, you didn't. You got too much inside of you to feel anything. The buildings and concepts of ways of thinking inside one's mind will block the flow from flowing. Once you clear all that out constantly, then you get a clean page inside of you where the ethers can wash back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I like to step away from social media and just be with no frequencies around me, like literally. You know what I'm saying? I'll just sit there in the sun. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll get like crazy dizzy spells and I'll just sit for like a nice 45 minutes, hour, because I'll be dizzy as shit. But I still put the effort in and then I separate from the frequency. I know these things are bouncing off energies, and then my energy that's coming off of me, it's conflicting with it. So it's only but so long that I can deal with, electronic stuff because I can feel it. I'm from the time before it came. So I understand what it feels like when I'm around it. So I gotta like get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get away from this shit for a while. Like, but you already know the vibes, man. Like, this is what life is about at the end of the day. You finding out the highest version of your capability and what that means for you. I don't use conduits. You know what I'm saying? I don't burn anything. I literally go sit with nature. Go sit with the creation itself. You know what I mean? And be still. And while I'm still, and I still my heartbeat, I feel the energy around me slow down. Get the goosebumps because you start to pick up on the spiritual energy around you. And then you understand that literally at that point, you're in the place where everything is. Not the place where all the minds are confused. You're in the place where everything is. It's like, wow, feel it. You feel it. It's so strong. It's like, whoa. And it amplifies. It amplifies. And you're like, damn, all right, I get it. But that's a contentment to your mind. That's you being able to pick up on the frequencies that's around you. See, the rock is the stable point. It makes things ripple. So if I'm from the source, everything that's being rippled from the source, I should be getting hit with those effects, right? But there's other creations that distort these values. So now I gotta translate. Now you gotta translate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I gotta comprehend it that way. Well, I gotta get it that way. You know what I'm saying? Well, that separates the value. You already know what it is. I ain't trying to hold you, just trying to show you something, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. We 16 minutes in. You know what I mean? October 8th, 11:29 a.m. All right. So we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna start it out with some music right now. You know what I mean? You already know the vibes, man. This Naga Stars coming to an end. We're gonna bring in the underground music block, play a couple tracks. Salute. Let's go.
Mother sunrise. Look, amen like church. Nigga came from the block. I was raised from the dirt. Mother sun, mother earth. On the phone we talk. Showed her all my scars. Bullet wounds to the heart. She placed a hand on my back. She said, calm my love. Then she healed my scars. Come closer, my love. We could just chill and talk. A safe space to trust. You'll be my only one. You'll be my only love. I saw her rise like the sun. I fell in love with her golden locks. We talked on the phone for hours. And her smile was like the perfect flower. I could just stare at her for hours. The radiant one, my mother's middle son. Mother sunrise has begun to gather the people. Her voice loud like an African drum, but still calm like a whisper. I drank her essence, a perfect elixir. Now let's dance to the rhythm. But see, the truth was always forbidden, and black love it was not permitted. Now come, just follow me, come heal with me. Let's escape the system. This is not living. See, we so quick to judge and easy to hurt. Now who hit harder and who hit first? See, we need ancient love, unconditional love. See the pain, see that what changed us, turned us into distant strangers. See, we need love.
Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. He includes you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass, get in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. He includes you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass, get in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. He includes you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. That's how we hitting this shit, exposing these demons. Ain't no more room in this bitch. Keep taking kids and we gon' knock down every wall that you hold. Start that building this bitch. You feeling me, kid? Ain't no more playing. We taking their heads off the ghost with a stick. Control with a switch. Changing the minds of my people. You demons, you know what you did. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. No, we ain't saying shit. You slimy motherfuckers know damn what you did. Had the world locked down, talk about the vid. Feeding poison to them babies, man, them little kids. Behind it with me, yeah, we really about to fucking spin. Trying to get to this shit and not collect the hands. Just trying to stay busy, trying to connect the ends. Don't really got time for a nigga friend. Had to stay strong, I can never fuck again. Moving like a ghost, catch me sliding in the wind. For them babies going crazy to the world end. Gotta protect the babies, man. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Demons out here lurking. They'll get up on your ass if you ain't certain. Hidden clues, you ain't really out here searching. Get off your ass and in your bag, get to working. Y'all gotta start paying attention out here, man. This world ain't what the fuck y'all think it is, man. They after the babies, man. Keep your children close. And the children that don't belong to you, treat them like they do. Fuck them bitches too, man.
Long ago. Yeah. Living life in the studios way, no time to waste. We grow each day, one day we go leave this place. People living their life very reckless on this earth. Forgetting we're going to produce to fill this space. Lecture the kids how to grow and about our culture, the truth, yeah. Them for no, save them from making them posters. Life is real like the TV show. Corona's rising in this globe. Sakibo putting my message on the map. My mission,
nobody is better than anybody. F your position, trying to reincarnate my tradition. This is the season, Africa for unite before there is any treason. Yo, it is painful, we have everything on this land. A lot of my people are dying cause they style. It's our destiny, gonna be dope or go like good things before we strike like the dead world war is on. Fire spread on humans till they are gone. How long we go on? Fire bend the bumbo cloud to want to bring the firestorm till this enemy is gone forever. Yeah.
Let's change the way we live, the way we think for a better life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's change the way we live, the way we think for a better life. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't know. The enemy is never gonna let us sleep in peace. I like the witness left with peace. Now you're begging me rebellion, logo go come wait for their mass destruction. Bomb to explode, to better flee from their rules, destroying the world. We can't be in their shoes. We well for good, me and my girl relative gunk. We'll never backslide like Michael Jackson's moon. Walk till we get a better mood. Preach to my people to stop bleaching. Black is beautiful. I guess we don't wanna be fools. So we for think twice before we take a move to get a better clue. My people know tribalism. Time is due to free ourselves for good. Cowards die many times before they are ruled death. Me na chance now, I'm gonna clear all of them. Acknowledging the devil in this world, good painted evil. So we don't see the good things like they are gems. So we gotta fight them intellectually, cause we are not armed physically. We gotta be strong spiritually before we can defeat the enemy and frenemies. For Africa start to shine continually. Yeah.
Let's change the way we live, the way we think for a better life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's change the way we live, the way we think for a better life. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a person who say yes and no. We no go green for the my level. Horror for go crumbling rebel. Rasta for the we see.
The poor slave to the rich though. Yeminas knows South Africa we still slaves. Oh, Indiana, China, Africa, GSO. Abu Beka we for one to men be bisa beko swa every on my penny fool. Every someone on mine is shaman sa. Yankasa ye krumi nya hoto. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Obrafa paimo ka manifest makana na kimi mrenya meka. Every said ye cost ni nya. Se sikaba we say mane bro so betumia ye bibi. Abwa wo mind. Then I'm buntu. Them. If you say you need to buy your comedy and my baby win them. Or mine is say yeah, you need a team. No one is perfect, both hands bath each other. Let's help each other. Either you're poor, rich, or from the ghetto regime for our own self-esteem, my kings and queens, yeah.
Let's change the way we live, the way we think for a better life. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The choice of his words, because he was speaking in a foreign tongue, which I am speaking in this afternoon, he was very clear about the words that he chose. He talked about the regeneration of Africa. And when one talks about regeneration, it means that there was an Africa which had a certain level of development and that had suffered at the hand of the foreigners, and therefore it needed to be regenerated.
Montana soil, you already know the vibes. All information down in the description. Get with it or get left.
Yo, we right
Let's
here.
go.
Looking right, coming right at us. Right over
Feeling
here.
it, second time sensing it. Sit with it, more elements, spin with it.
Stay focused.
First time feeling it, second time sensing it. Sit with it, more elements, spin with it. West sunsets, north mountain Monroe, east rise. South where the eagles fly. Light languages, empires rise. Empires fall, a key to it all. Heart, spirit, mind. The eagle flies so high. Chief spoke, one on stolen land. Nothing new up under the sun. Rewritten history's pages, many a resets throughout the ages. Fly can turn the switch, flip. Aware of the glitch, feedback, frequency, pitch, steering the ship. Soliloquy, what's the metaphor? Matrix shit. Another life, another trip. Remember the synergy, the feeling of spirit. Water, fire, sun, earth, energy. Old tree frequency, the stars embracing it. Destiny, a dream within a dream. Wake up and anchor, drifting back asleep. Wake up and anchor, assemblage point, expand consciousness. For the ones that think they're in control. The awakening, you have no control. Consciousness, consciousness. For the ones that think they're in control. The remembering, you have no control. A personal puzzle piece put together. A buffalo moving through stormy weather. Moving through triumphs and tribulations and self-judgments and condemnations. Repeated like muffled tape loops. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Mandela Fruit Loops. Till one day you come to a decision to let all the walls down in your self-imposed prison. Fly, fly. For the ones that think they're in control. The awakening, you have no control. For the ones that think they're in control. The remembering, you have no control. They can ban TikTok in the attempt to make the truth stop. As time ticks on their Gregorian clocks. 13 moons, 28 days. Do not consent to the system the game plays. Divide and conquer, info wars. The rich get richer and the poor more poor. Psyops with the psyops, cyclops. Hack the system, ley lines and frequency drops. Reboot the robot, a call to the people. Power, Hopi prophecy, 11th hour. For the ones that think they're in control. The awakening, you have no control. For the ones that think they're in control. The remembering, you have no control.
Hello? Advertising. Promotion. I got you. Give me a minute. Want the big package at $850? I got you. Give me a minute. I'll hit you right back. Let's go. Are you looking for promotions? Advertisings? Are you up for the job? You get this advertising promotion. Get this advertising promotion. Get this advertising.
What the affirmations to enjoy your day with? I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery. I got my discipline. My soul's come from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netta instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me. Connected to my astral dream. I summon other beings. All facets of me. Magician carve my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back with Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth, trusting me is crucial. The God in me a do show, I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Netters are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery.